Hello Earth, welcome to episode 27 already, yes, of season 3 of Making Cell, a series of videos where I record myself designing and implementing a programming environment called Cell. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I recommend you go check out github.com/saltocoronel/cell. Links there now in the description. So I come with a little insight, but somewhat renewed energies. Although it's been a lot of intense coding today at work, but it's good. I feel good. So I feel ready to deal with this. So I'm rewriting, I went into a fractal journey of changing things. The idea is still to have it's the goal, to have a demo that is usable. And you can actually just bring in some data and then publish it quickly to share it. And then that's scenario 1. And scenario 2 is you get some data and you want just to think with it, to analyze it, to get insight. And so those are the 2 demos that I want to build for Cell. And but that took me all the way to rethinking how I show multi-line text for data. So I think the fractal doesn't go any deeper than this. I hope and pray with a faltering voice. But no, I think this is it. And by the way, I'm writing all the tests, a different format. I'm putting them in for data itself, all the tests, instead of in the JavaScript implementation, because I dream that not perhaps long in the future, other people are going to write their own implementations of Cell, or at least of parts of Cell. And it's good to have a set of tests to say, hey, this complies with... basically, these tests can be the negative impression of an executable specification. Let's just write that down. The tests can be the negative of an executable specification. That's fancy enough to merit to put it in the README. Sure. The 16th? The 16th? Yes, it is. All those died. So right. I haven't refreshed this in a while, right? Yeah. I was wondering, what have I been doing all this time? Maybe I was just dreaming that I was working on Cell, but not really. No, yeah. I was actually working. I didn't commit for a couple of days because I still have a bunch of stuff. Let's just say all this stuff. But we're getting there. So the goal is first to get the all tests to work again. And the all tests were already failing quite far ahead. And that basically gave me a bad feeling yesterday, if I remember correctly. But now I think I'm a bit more fresh. Yeah, it's this one, right? If I put a double hey here, you can ignore these ones. Just look at the other ones. Actually, even better. Instead of telling you that, why don't I do this? Lower noise is the secret of performance, or whatever passes for performance for me. Yeah, if I put a double hey there, but I know 100% is that one. Hey, and I just can do it like here, right? It would be yeah. Wow, look at that. I changed the test and suddenly I have a different error. Let me just remove that. So there I have a missing indentation thing, sure. But if I add an extra character here, this is like madness inducing. I get something different. Maybe it's because, yeah, that's the error I'm expecting, right? And if I do this, okay, and now, okay, now it goes past. Okay, let's just remove the ones with hey. Yeah, so never mind. The one that fails is below, that's why it didn't make any sense. So I want to understand something. If I comment all of this, that's a bunch of tests, huh? Okay, it works if I do that. What is it if I put this thing also as, or when I get this, yeah, why is it giving me these quotes? I don't understand that. I mean, it's correct if I'm quoting it, right? As a result. Yeah, because that's what I expect. But how can add give you wrong data? That's what makes zero sense. Well, that it's not zero sense. It's just that add is doing something wrong. Well, not directly, right? But I'm messing something up. Oh, why so deep into the test set? Because I do add. Like I do this one, right? And this one seems to be just fine, right? Yeah. Ah, by the way, pretty is doing something wrong. I know I'm getting distracted, but I need to do path to text here. Oh, let's just do. It's basically for text. It's just for text. This is completely unnecessary. No, I forgot you cannot do this. Okay, good. I need this one again. No, that one. Yes. All right, okay, less noise. Less noise is good. Sorry, now I'm getting distracted, but you have to understand. Sometimes it's a bit tough to be doing this stuff after a day of doing other things. But no, this looks like not pretty. If I do this, does it look horrible as well? I can live with that. What am I doing? Is it, why is it moved one to the right? I don't like that. Why is it doing that? Actually, like more when I had before. Oh no, that's even better. Perfect. Okay, pretty good. Okay. So missing indentation. Missing indentation happens in text-to-paths. So I want to understand how making a call to get triggers a call on text-to-paths. Our mystery thriller tonight. How can test already quite deep into the suit, just getting it, entire data space can trigger an error from cell.textToPaths to, sorry, text-to-paths, right? Yeah, I think the answer is going to be quite clear pretty soon. So this is the entry point to get, right? The cell call, yeah. Got message. No, this is fine. No, so it's making it pass there. So it's not that. So what I can do here is very simply this, and it will tell us what's wrong. Don't tell me it's a test that I'm gonna be pissed. I mean the new text suite. Okay, it's not that. Good. Look, it's parsing the entire thing. I guess I can do, right? Why do I define these functions if I don't use them? What did I do? And now let's just put this full album. Can skip over a couple of songs, but some are just amazing. Okay, there's something wrong here. This looks very off. Look at this. This, when we're not storing the dialog properly. Okay, we found an error. logic. Yeah, look at this. This is already broken. Why? No, sorry. No, this is fine. Sorry, this is okay. This is the one that is broken. Put full. Why so few spaces there? Let's look at how we're doing this when we set the dialog, right? Yeah. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with this. Like this cannot and should not break it. We're just putting things. So when we're putting it, there's an issue. Why? It's a good acid test to have dialogue there, because it really forces the whole thing to work. No alarms appear. Suddenly I lost the one. Ah, yeah, it's so badly. Yeah, this one. Look, not surprisingly. No way, this is also multi-line and it's just fine. It's the second multi-line that is broken. I'm tempted to think that somehow the number of spaces, how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are also 5 spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're not looking. Subtle. There's no way I could have picked this up yesterday. No way. I think it would have taken me an hour of slugging. It's almost certainly the abridging before 3. We are not taking that into account. Now it becomes super clear. My brain even saw the place where I miss it. Look at this. Because when we're doing this is when we're doing writing it. It's not an issue with going from text to path. It's the path to text that is wrong. Oh wait. Yes. Because I am doing the common prefixes here. And that's basically why I replace things with the space, but the poor multi-line text is completely nude. So here I need to inject it again. True love, huh? True love. So yeah, so now we have the common prefix. This is subtle, huh? So I have the is between these two lines. I don't get this at all. Indent length. Did I not annotate this code? That was silly. Paths to text. Did I not annotate it? Well, that's gonna end now. Okay, let's see if being in 2025 helps at all. Hi, let's see if being in 2025 brings any advantages. I need to annotate the code for cell.textToPaths. I'd like you to review the annotated source code section of readme.md. Find the example of cell.textToPaths, which is annotated, and do two things. If anything in cell.paths the text looks wrong or quaint, stop and ask me about it. When you are done with one, write the annotated source code in my style. All right. Yeah, search for it. It actually figured it out quite a bit. Nice. Why did they not put a parenthesis, a space between the comma and the parenthesis here? I find it so strange. I think it doesn't matter. Why am I not using quotes? Because I'm in a terminal. So I don't want to use quotes. Matter much. I'd rather not have an extra line with a variable if I use it twice. Think of the rule of 3 of Chuck Moore. Go for it. Okay, let's see. Am I going to be disappointed? I'm going to be elated at the same time, replaced? Who knows? It's pretty cool that we are living through this, right? At least for the time being. Oh, at night. Okay, it's pretty good. Let's just review it. Yes, go for it. Executable. True love. Ah, yeah, man. Sorry, I didn't see it. So what's the handle? Yeah. And parse step. No, escape, no. Remove any escaping meshes. Wait. No, it's right. Yeah, that's correct. This is pretty good. Just remove the comments. Yeah, for subsequent lines, intended. Yeah, these comments basically gave it the idea, but this is great. It's not the main logic. We iterate through all the paths. We add this paths text to the output. No, we add the path to the output. Ah, yeah, this is necessary since the indent represents the omitted part of the path, but not the space between the last step of the prefix and that of the parts of the path that that we will show or print. Tricky. Okay. Okay, do I want to do surgery? Yeah, I want to do surgery. So we now are going to do this. Things I can do if could I just do something like this? So we can just do path to text path. Yeah. Can do it like that. That's a bit cleaner actually. Excellent. Please review. Let me remove the comments as well, right? What am I doing? The changes I just did at the bottom of the function in the and give me the diff for the annotated source code using the readme MD version, which I touched already in the meantime. It's going good. This is pretty cool, huh? By the way, do the changes look correct to you? Yeah, it's still broken. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, now let's do this last surgery. It's gonna be like this. I'm going to take the path. Yeah, it will work. Step if match. They're all return step split. I guess I can do it like this. No, I can't. It will be line, otherwise return. Yeah, I need indent. This is subtle. Wait, I'm doing too much here. Yeah, of course, I'm doing step split. There, I fixed it. This is a bit too nested, huh? Really? I thought it was they just stop because I'm going back to text. You know what I could do? I could just pass the indent. Prefix indent. I have this indent coming from here. Yeah, let me just do the right thing instead of doing all that nastiness. I just pass this. It would be prefix indent. Yeah. Maybe these ones are just too ugly. It works. It works. I saw the shadow. Could you please give me the diff of the annotated? This is really cool. Pretty cool. Maybe I need to level up my game and just write the annotated, but it's pretty cool. It also has the advantage that quote, 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 someone, quote, 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 is trying to get what I'm writing. That is not the only thing that changed. Look at the bottom of that inner function and also at the invocations outside. Don't be my enemy. Dun 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 dun. Bam bam. Is it just updating the README and not? Nope. Why are you sending me just to change lines? What? Can't you give me a diff instead, like before? Man, I'm wasting time here. I could have done this faster myself. Now this part, right? Not the whole thing. Yeah. I wonder if those performance gains are just you feeling like you're working when the computer is just basically keeping you busy. Yeah. I have to say this one is a good one. Yeah, I got tired. Okay, last chance. Okay, let's say yes, and let's see if you continue. Oh yeah. Why does it do several diffs? I don't know why. not finishes. Okay, pretty cool. Divide. Why is it taking so little time now? Ah, because I commented out the test. Of course. I was suddenly saying, how can adding more code make my code faster? No way. Of course, there's no way. Of course, it was too good to be true. Because it wasn't true. All right. Well, technically it should almost work, right? Yes, that makes sense. Bar, yeah, there's a ton of bars, right? Yeah, these ones. I'm putting something that says foo, and it will be, these ones would be what? Add, put, p, foo, like that it would be. I lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Well, why instead of playing the guessing game, why don't I just try to write it? Silly goose, and just do something like put p foo. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. 13. It will be 13. What am I doing? 12. Yeah, 12. Okay. Again, missing indentation. I says bar. Yeah, I did it right. It's good. So it's, I said 13, right? So it's like whatever is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's very easy. So you can just count to the quote inclusive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a learning curve. Look at that. It's slow again. But it did everything. It's all working with the new logic. So we didn't break any of the, now I call them all tests. And I'm getting excited again. How long we have? Okay, 10 minutes. Last song of the album, I believe. Yes. Great cover, by the way. Talk it out. Well, where do we go from here? Of course, now I want to do more annotated source code because it's so easy. I'm just gonna ask, thank you. Please revise the source code for that function and compare it one-to-one to the source code in the annotated source code. If you find the differences, please report them. dun, 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 dun. So what was my okay, I need to rewrite the test. Okay, good. So that brings us to where we were. Maybe I should push, right? Maybe I should push like this. But that means I need to do changes, and pretty is not annotated, right? The one you need to get out. Okay, nice. For cell text to paths, could you please review that in the annotated source code? And in the meantime, I'm gonna review them. Yeah, that validation. Yeah, this is fine. Is it really like that? Interesting. Yeah, you're right. Interesting. Good catch. I'm the one you need. Nope. Did I put that? No. Did I dream it? No, I never added that stuff. So fallible, huh? I'm the one you need. No, this one I want to do myself. So I'm back. My Vim went a bit crazy, or maybe I'm just losing it myself, which is perhaps as likely. And it opened my npm-rc, which has my auth token, so I need to slice 10 seconds of the last video. And anyway, because well, not the last video, this session. Anyway, I'm just complaining. It's all good. We live in the future, and we're doing good. So what I want to do is this. What was I doing with my life? Yes, why is it at the top? I don't know. So if inside multi-line this one is, wait, first I need to say that inside the multi-line text is not a flag, see? It's not a flag. If it is not false, it will have a number which represents the number of spaces that should be prepended to all lines of the to any lines inside the multi-line text besides the first line, which is already indented. Okay, now things to me. Vamos, va. If the line is empty, we do not validate if it has. We are inside multi-line text. We'll validate that the line starts with at least spaces where n is the only exception is when the line is empty, to avoid people the trouble of indenting empty lines inside multi-line text. Now that validated this indent, we remove it from the text, from this line. So this will never happen on the first line of multi-line text, because we only have this flag on for the second and any subsequent lines. Yeah, there's no substitute for annotating yourself the tricky parts. But for the not so tricky parts, it's actually pretty good. In the case where the line is empty, we can still slice it with no negative consequences, with no consequence. Pretty cool, almost there. Oh yeah, I can finish it today, so I can push the changes. Why not? Yeah, almost there, almost there. I need to annotate this beauty here. Do you know where to put it? Okay, figure it out. Pretty good. Yeah. Here's the opening quote. It was right. I was wondering why this +1 here. I see opening quote. Yeah. One character to the right of the opening quote. Sure. I really like that it got this subtlety. Well, not subtlety, but like that you can ignore the middle lines. For the space, yeah. Okay, time to commit. All right. It's very colorblind and friendly to have the diffs in red and green. I am definitely not colorblind, but I can see how it would be very unfair to the colorblind people to have to choose those colors, although they're cool colors, but still. We have more annotated source code, pretty cool. The episodes. Not bad at all. Okay, I'll commit in a bit. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next episode. Bye bye.